So we've been seeing a lot of celebrities, entertainers, those associated with the music industry, entertainment industry. We've been seeing a lot of them come forth discussing the satanic practices that's controlling the music industry and the entertainment industry. So while they're being informative, they're still just scratching the surface of what it actually is that's controlling everything. You know, they'll say it's this, but it's actually that. We know them as what's called the Illuminati. Now, Illuminati may be those that are initiated into a certain knowledge or have a certain knowledge of a certain thing. But we're going to get into this video, and after we get into this video, I will be able to discuss it with you. So the video is called East 1999 by Bone Thugs and Harmony. And check it out, it's right here.
It's 1999, it's 1999. Think about back in the days when the year was 89. Little lazy on the grind, gotta get my doing my crime. Two in here, stacking my ears, put my surf down on the clear 9-9. Working late with the graveyard shift with Brin, Little Will, Big Wally and Wishbone. Little Wally, high road lovers, and they wonder why the bone feels so strong. Crazy bone, stack right J, much love, kept a homie on the toes in the game. It's an everyday thing when you gotta let them hang. Tryna make it grand, at least daily, man. New Cleveland hustlers, never no busters. Stuck to the heart, all my people's in the land, fool. And the old school, just about your sisters and be cool. Rolling with troops, still a rest in peace. Little thugs to rips, just in that bone up. Rolling up bud, passing it the most up. Thinking about easy, ready to nut up. In the night, man, it's gonna drop to the #1 with the gun, so run. Feel me, Cleveland is the city where the thugs come from. Claiming
everybody
#1
knows what's going down. Up in the same town, hit them up with a good, with the one they get the dub, get a fit for rose. But the Lakers don't close, hit them up with the 40 weeks up, can you roll up? Grace, hey, never this stiff on the ripper. More harder up on the cup with this fast like a bush. Now this one hit the creeper. Peep the strippers, they get the double glock. Put them in Roscoe, put them in block. Cover in the drop, when the gunshot pop. Blood top, and the body get into out stop. Whenever them trouble knock, with the bumper, cause he real solo. Then they been swerve, cause he take caution. Take up the yak and I toast this. Send him in the road to the curb. Running, ducking, jumping up on the land. My killers is crazy. We swinging, we bucking, we bang on the Glock, and we doing this daily. Who they running with the 12 gauge? Mr. Salt on Leatherface, like a better pray. He turning it thugs to East 1999. Real
gotta get changed to the FCTs. It'll whoop it thug on the clock. Pop blast for the cash, then I mash the gas. Gotta dash away from them cops. Gotta let them arise, steady left flipping on roads. Dripping the flesh with 6-4 vests that thugs to. Yes, I pump slugs, and I've been drugging them all. Been dumpsters, but them pop. Not everybody they burn, burn. And I guess that hood and never learn. Gotta dip both in ones and yarn. But I'm on the measure for my city. Bigger to get the fella now with me. Roll out the window, the wind blow. Come on, you know I ain't an enemy. Even in the barrels, I'm in talk age. I empty, Miss Candace, the gates up at the woods. Fucking no busting, no none of my family. Feeling it, the rest to understand me. Much love, much blood for them sick thugs. East 99 is where you find us. Think of it good.
Done, leaving the niggas done cock and pop with them and gone. Then let them in and they hand off, and I got to have him. Leaving them home, breaking, faking your studio dumpster. Up with that clip, step up and they get lit. I'm hitting the shit that I spend in the midst of the darkness. Consider me heartless, so yes, flash, gotta put them all in check. Better check your Rolex, yet time now for giving up respect. We them SCTs from CLE, they both campus, sending you straight to hell. Up on the foresight and real, leaving a trail of the bloody victims. The fifth dog, mauling them all, and never them catch me slipping. And sipping and pippin' the wine, they lost over nine instead of the tripping. We're flipping the scripts on over. See the wanna be never sober. Motor told you, trigger showed you, East 995 soldiers.
Run around, red rum, try to run and get away, but it's just too late. Watch out, set them up, play your haters when they come. Got a gun, gotta guard my face. Dumping them slug on your food, rolling with me true. Drinking brews, don't reach for straps. Become a crip, so player stay cool. One day they 7, you think that you're going to heaven. When slugs are loving that chest on, the hell is where you be dwelling. Popping them, clipping them bodies, me dumping. Watching you fall to the pave with me 9mm pumping. Putting my peoples all off in them graves. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run, run. Cleveland is the city where It's 1999. It's 1999. It's 1999.
So what you just saw in the video was a lot of symbolism. And not only that, it was actually a Masonic ritual. And that ritual is in reference to the three Ruffians and Harem Abiff. If you're not familiar with that story, you can check it out because it's public. You can go and check it out. It's about the fellow craft wanted a certain secret from or certain initiation rites, but they didn't possess the qualities to obtain the degrees. So as opposed to them studying and acquiring the knowledge and the skill to become a master mason, they took it upon themselves to assassinate Harem Abiff, and then they covered up the body. So this is part of, the whole secret of, secret societies. If you do something, or if you're a traitor, you wouldn't want anybody to know, that you actually betrayed somebody. So there's secrecy in that whole story. So if you want to check it out, you could. But that was a Masonic ritual. And it's all Masonic symbolism inside of the video. If you could see and you can understand. So you had the hourglass with the Compton hat on it. The Compton hat is in reference to Eazy-E. Then you have the hourglass, which is a Masonic symbol that you might not know. It's Masonic. But the hourglass is still full. If you know what a full hourglass means, it means that the time is still full. The time, even though the time is running out, it still is still full. So if you understand that, then you might understand something else about that. But Eazy-E was invited to the White House, and this is where rap became a political thing. It became a tool that can be used to manipulate certain people. Certain people is, a certain race of people. So we know that Eazy-E died of AIDS. He died of AIDS, and everybody had speculation around that. But what you don't know is that, AIDS is a man-made thing. It came out of nowhere, and it came to target a certain people. So there's a people that's behind, not just rap, but politics, and not only politics, but, things in the medical field, everything. They're behind everything, and, they control everything. And you see right there in plain sight that that's who it is. They control the music, they control the entertainment, and they control the politics. So I told you in one of my videos that first and foremost, the video is not Bone's idea. They're just the poster child for a certain people. So they was used to carry to convey the energy inside of that video, which is actually a satanic thing. It's a demonic thing. If you don't understand when they talk about this satanic rituals being carried out in the music industry.
Illuminati. We said, wait.
Damn. Hey, yo.
No, it doesn't say he believes in the Illuminati, bro.
Something like that. Look, I got a hefty shot like you.
Well, no, it does. It says you believe in rappers are in the Illuminati.
It says you believe rappers is in the Illuminati.
Oh, no. Okay, so they watch my podcast. Okay.
The Wikipedia is watching
This is what I believe. I said on my podcast what I do with my dude out there from Cali. I said, Like, because they asked me if I think like rappers are part of the Illuminati. I was like, yo, that's not my place to place them there. But I'm saying, if you are purposely throwing up signs, talking shit, that's affiliated, that you know that is affiliated with this organization, then like, I mean, come on. I'm like, what the fuck? If you purposely doing it, what the fuck is everybody supposed to think?
Because I kind of know a blood sign and a Crip sign. I don't know an Illuminati sign. What's an Illuminati sign?
Bro, like,
I've heard it. It's all.
Bro, honestly, look.
I don't know.
Bro, this was crazy though.
Is it horns?
So apparently, like, it's all this type of shit that I never knew.
Handshakes
that we were indulged in, bro. Okay. This is what's crazy.
The pale horse.
I even heard the Illuminati was supposed to be the good guys at one point.
Because if you look at our album covers and shit, there always some mystic shit, always some crazy shit.
Talking about Bone Thugs.
I never knew what this shit was.
That you was putting out?
No. Our first album.
We getting deep.
And then the Thunder's coming. The Illuminati is definitely.
We getting deep.
We gotta watch out, man.
Let's take another shot, Crazy. You fucking
come on, man. Chance ends after this.
I believe in Illuminati. Where you go with it? I'm with you. Whatever you say, I believe it. Let's go.
We taking a shot for the Illuminati?
Taking a shot for Illuminati and Crazy Bone. Whatever thought he want to go with it.
Let's go.
I'm going with him. Solid.
Cheers.
No, so what I was saying was like, we didn't really understand like all those like signs and
symbols.
You know you gotta take it for it.
Man, you don't have to take it, man. Let him live, bro.
What are you talking about, man? We from East 99 together. Come on, let's go.
He gotta work after this too.
Yeah.
We is too. We gonna be DJ his shit.
You know?
Yeah, come on.
So look, so we didn't really understand like what all them signs was. If you look at my fucking Thug Mentality album, bro, they had a nigga. And this was none of my idea. They was like, yo, this shit looks fucking good for the bone.
But who's saying this to you guys? That this looks good?
The record label. They like, yo, this shit is dope. You know, like, come on. So I'm doing this shit, not even knowing like what these horns mean. None of this shit. I'm like, yo, this shit look dope as fuck. It look like the bone.
Like devil shit?
It looks like bone. Honestly,
like
I was
satanic,
like, yo,
crazy shit?
Yeah. I'm actually like, it looks like bone sounds. I'm like, oh, goddamn, it's fucked up. It's fucked up, but I'm like, it actually look like bone sounds, so I'm down with it. Let's go. My nigga, so like, years later, I'm on my podcast doing a fucking show about the Illuminati, and I'm looking up the images. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's like your album.
God damn it, wait a minute. These niggas done, I've been bamboozled around this.
They done made you a part of the Illuminati, you ain't even know
what the fuck is going on? Like, yo, I'm like, son, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, all this shit matches with this. And me and my nigga was talking like, yo, okay, I was tricked, y'all. I keep it 100. I didn't know where they was leading me.
But you think people are purposely putting symbols in your shit?
Bro, purposely.
You think so?
Yeah,
because I think people got it twisted. Like,
I'm gonna cater to this shit. Like, let's go. I believe.
You're the caterer?
I'm the caterer.
We rap about, bro, ain't nothing we don't, like, we can't rap about shit we don't know about. It's impossible for us to go in the booth and rap about something I don't even have a passion to write about shit I don't know about.
Right.
So it's like, I only write about shit I lived, I see, I experienced, or I know motherfuckers that went through it.
Right.
So like when we did this song, the Ouija board.
Let's go.
So you've done the Ouija board before?
Hold on. I just want to ask. You guys named the song called the Ouija board?
Yeah, you did the Ouija. He just said.
And then
now you're able to see with your own eyes because you have people that's now coming forward and telling you certain things, you know, and you have divine people that, you know certain things. So that wasn't Bone even stated this. So Crazy Bone stated in, you know, his Drink Champs interview. You know, we didn't know what it was. We didn't know what we was doing, but we just went along with it. We didn't know that it was satanic. We didn't know, you know, but yeah, that was a satanic thing. If this is a commercial song where you're putting this type of visuals behind a people, but you're making it commercial to the point where you could block out words like Buddha and curse words and, you know, things like that. But inside of the video, you had Wish. The last bar of the song was Wish's bone. Wish bone. He said his 9 milli pumping, putting his people off in them graves, putting my people off in graves, putting my people in graves. You know, so it's targeting a certain people with a certain energy to put your people in graves. But everything else, we're going to block these curse words out. We're going to block, you know, Buddha, which is in reference to marijuana. We're going to block all that out. But I want you to be loud. I want you to hear this loud and clear. You know, put in my people off in them graves. You know, put in my people all off in them graves. So let's not make no mistakes about it, that we're up against a very demonic and wicked force. But the video goes into detail that something was stolen from somebody, you know, and this is a secret. So it's right there in plain sight. So you can check out the video. It's in reference to Harem Abiff and the 3 ruffians. You see 3 hooded people creep up on someone while he's creating something. And the guy, he sees that, oh, you know, and they try to take something from him. You know, they show that he's a light being. He's in white, you know, symbolizing the forces of light and the forces of righteousness. And then you see the people in dark hoodies representing the forces of darkness, creeping up on somebody, 3 of them, creeping up on somebody while he's creating something, you know, while he's creating, you know, he's being a creator, and they're taking something from the creator. So now, do you understand? But you can check that out for on your own leisure. You know, this isn't something that you're making this. No, this is right there in plain sight. You know, and not only that, but now you have the actual culprits. We call them Illuminati. If we don't know what the Illuminati is, we'll just be looking around sounding stupid. They're not Illuminati. These are Freemasons. You know, these are Freemasons. And now you know who it is. And you have a trail back to the actual culprits. They control everything from politics to music to religion to all this stuff, but they have different people as their frontmen, you know, as their frontmen. You know, they might say that these people are that, or have control here, and, you know, these are the wealthiest people, and these are the wealthiest people, but they're not the elite. That's why you see this word back here, because we're going to talk about who the elite actually are, you know. But that's why you see this word back here. These are not the elite. The elite, you're not going to know. You're not going to understand until it's time for you to understand what the elite actually means. So I have a video from Gene Deal, and I believe that he's discussing something with some guy. I don't know who these people are, you know. I don't know, like Kyrie Irving. I've understood that he came out and stated some things that's very controversial. And then, you know, with Kanye West, you know, I told you in one of the videos that I just put out that if Kanye West wanted to help you, he'd tell you who it actually is and what's actually going on, and he did. So I'm not saying I stand corrected, but I stand corrected, because if you giving that type of information and putting that type of information out, then, you know, you want to help. If you could say that
they can't control me, you get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important thing in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to.
If you could say all of that, then you know you actually want to help. And not only that, but you know, nothing is gonna happen to Kanye West. You know, the divine is going to protect Kanye West. God is going to protect Kanye West. You know, so don't get it confused. Don't get it confused, because you're going to see. I'm going to point you to a video with the controversy. I believe it's the Controversy 7. I never checked it out. You know, I don't watch any and everything, because some people wait for things to happen and then they spring to, you know, capitalize off of it. This is capitalism. This is not just about money. It's all about, you know, capitalizing off of anything that's profitable for you to capitalize off of. It's whether it's a death, whether it's you talking about somebody's death and, you know, you obtain 1 trillion views off of that. If you talk about, you know, somebody being targeted and you obtain 1 trillion views off of that, you know, it's all a form of capitalism. So when people make videos but don't have any kind of resolution or any kind of thing that they know to counteract to counteract something that may transpire, like, will he be the next Michael Jackson and Prince? Will he be? No, we're going to make sure that he never becomes the next Michael Jackson and Prince, because every Christian in the world, every Muslim in the world, they should stand behind him to prevent that, because now you know who's actually targeting people. So now the people that has targeted people are now the targets. This is why I tell you, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and what you put out is only going to come back to you. This is what you call justice. So no, nothing's going to happen to him. Nothing's going to happen to him. And if it does, then it's because of the people. Because when Bob Marley stated that, how long should they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? You know, how long should they stand? How long can we stand aside and look at them, you know, destroy people in front of our eyes and just sit back and allow us to do nothing about it? So no, nothing's going to happen to him. And if it does, then we know who the culprits are. Masons. Any Mason that you see with a Mason ring, they're guilty. They're guilty. Because now you have somebody to point the finger at. You're guilty. You're guilty. Masons. You know, so let's not, it is not that you're picking and poking fun at them. Like I said, maybe they have a good purpose at one point in time, and maybe they still might have one. So the thing is to get them to do the right thing, you know, while they're in a position, while you have them in the corner. Like, yo, y'all do the right thing. It's not to go at them and attack them and, you know, wage war with them. No, if y'all have the power and y'all in a position to do the right thing, change your wicked ways, you know, because from my understanding, it's to make good men better. You know, it's to make a society a better place to live. You don't make a society a better place to live by, you know, creating poverty, by creating drugs to influence and infect people in certain hoods, to keep them down, to keep them downtrodden. You don't make the world a better place by creating or instituting sex trafficking, which I've indicated before that sex trafficking is a real thing, and that's what it is out here. They think that sex trafficking is you just kidnapping somebody and just bringing them somewhere and making them sex slaves. No, you get them hooked on a drug. You get them hooked on a certain drug, and then you get them into prostitution, and then you bring them to certain areas where prostitution and drug is prevalent at. So this is where sex trafficking comes from. It doesn't come from, oh, they might kidnap my daughter and bring her over here and no, they get her hooked on a drug and she goes wherever the drug is. And they live below their means. So this is something that they're all involved in, with the AIDS, when they made AIDS, and like I told you, with Yoshi-iye was the front lineman, the poster child for it to be accepted in the hoods, and not only that, but you could watch how the secret society do things. Sometimes they're kind of brazen, and their antics by making TV shows talking about some of the things they did, because there's one TV show, it's called the Pt.1, the Pt.1, but it was on Netflix with Michael Myers was in there, and before you're induced into this secret society inside of a secret society, you have to suffer a public death and a public humiliation death. Like, you have to be publicly humiliated and you have to die to the public and then be induced into the that secret society. You can't be somebody that just up and disappeared and then now you're in there. No, you have to die publicly and then you're induced into there. But we'll get into that some other time. But check this video out by Gene Dill, and I have other conversations with other people that's telling you about the music industry and the entertainment industry. But yeah, let's get into it.
At the end of the book, you talk about how this industry is filled with Satan. Honestly, and it really is. Everybody wants to know, so I'm gonna ask you: is the Illuminati, these magical people that we don't know who they are, does it actually exist?
In every culture, in every industry, there is a following of a cult. You understand?
Okay.
You have it in music. You have it in movies. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people that run certain things. And they have certain rules and regulations that you have to follow. Now, I've went to parties that you can't go on this side of the door.
Okay.
You understand? The security and different people's on this side. And this is like stuff where, I'm going to just say these two names, Mr. You Can't Handle the Truth and Mr. I'll give all you niggas shoe programs are at.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I'm explaining their name.
Okay.
That I knew a couple of girls that's on the other side of that door. And they tell you stuff that went on, and they getting money like that because they're leaving the club with $80,000 because they done cashed out $60,000 and everything like that. So it's things that's happening, sexual, it's things that happen, you know what I'm saying, making business deals when they behind those doors.
Okay.
You understand? So, Illuminati, does it exist? For certain people, it does.
Okay.
But you have to be in it, and those are things like that. if you get out of it, you'll see your downfall.
But you would have to be invited into that.
Yeah, you're invited to stuff like that.
Yeah, it ain't.
It's just something
it
that
ain't regular. Yeah.
No, me, you will never be in nothing like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all around. But
if you ever make it that big, it's because if you ever in something like that, you made it that big.
Gotcha. Can you be really big without being a part of that? Like, can you be a A-list actor or, #1 charting artist without being a part of the Illuminati or without pushing an agenda of any kind?
Have you ever seen the fact? Let me see. I'm sorry about that. Do you ever notice why some actors don't make it, or some people in the music business don't make it?
Yeah, they seem to be the most talented, honestly.
Right, and it's because they're not a part of it, and they won't be a part of it, and they was asked to be a part of it. You understand? They were asked to be a part of it, and I know people is going to get mad at me if I say that. You know what I'm saying? But I believe Tupac was asked to be a part of it, okay, and he was going to be a part of it. Then he turned it down.
He changed his mind.
He changed his mind.
Okay, gotcha.
You understand? But he had went to a certain stage of it. Then he changed his mind. If you listen to some of the language he said, okay, and some of the things he said, you will see that, oh, okay, all right. Because he had made reference to somebody who was real big in the industry, wanted him to have sex with them. You
Quincy
understand?
Jones, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So then, why would you go to that part? Then he did a Don Chappelle photo
with the gold in the tub.
Right.
It's all symbolism. If you got in
Right.
rituals, if you guys. So he was going through the process.
Right.
Gotcha. Didn't really know what he was getting into.
And then when he caught himself,
yeah,
he tried to get out of it.
He tried to get out, and then that was his demise.
Yeah.
I got you.
Because they're either going to get you, if they don't get you, if they don't Princess Diane you, you understand, they're going to make you so poor that you want to do something to yourself. You can't get no work in the business. You can't do anything.
So let me ask you, when we hear about these celebrities like the Kanye, Ye, let me say his name, the Ye's, the Britney Spears, Tamar Braxton, is everybody really that suicidal, or are there other forces in play?
You got to understand this, man. I've seen these kids come in and they want to jump in every picture.
Okay.
So that was Storm Monroe and Gene Dill, and I'm gonna put the link to his video in the description so you can go and check out the whole video. Maybe he might have more information in there, but my iPad is about to die, so I'm going to upload this as part 1 and come back and give you